Pyre, need I say more? Well, for a lot of you, you might not even actually know Pyre. From the juggernaut success of Bastion back in the day to then Transistor, I feel Pyre was very overlooked in the gaming industry. And with now the giant juggernaut that is Hades and soon to be Hades 2, this game definitely gets looked over. Made by a Supergiant, which are quite literally giants of the gaming industry. Their art, like the distinctive art style of their games, engaging narratives and unique gameplay to each game they make, just shouts volumes for how creative their team really is with making these worlds. Released all the way back in 2017, which again blows my mind because only feels like a couple of years ago. But yet, 8 years ago, Pyre came out. It takes place in a fantastical world where players control a group of exiles who must participate in ritualistic sports known as the rites in order to earn their freedom. The story of Pyre revolves around main protagonist known as the Reader, who is a member of a group of exiles trying to return to civilization. The rites are central to the plot. They are mystical one-on-one contests where teams of exiles must score points by throwing a magic orb into the opposing team's pyre. Winning these rites grants a victor a chance to freedom from their banishment, making the stakes incredibly high. As the Reader, players must guide exiles through these matches, making strategic decisions whilst also managing the narrative aspects of the game, which revolves around personal growth and backstories of each character, which just blends so well, especially into the gameplay, where real-time strategy in sports with players controlling multiple characters which have unique abilities. The key to success is not just in winning individual rights, but in understanding and managing the dynamics of the team, as each character personality and abilities influence the story's outcome. As the game progresses, choices made by the players impact the storyline and determine which characters ultimately will be freed, adding a layer of replayability and emotional weight to each decision. Visually, Pyre is striking, with a huge emphasis on the hand-painted aesthetic, and this feels both vibrant and otherworldly. You would have seen these in games such as Bastion and Transistor before this, but this is definitely where the visuals peak. The art design is completed by an atmospheric soundtrack composed by Darren Korb, which serves to enhance the emotional depth of the story and gameplay. And if you know Supergiant, their games are absolutely phenomenal when it comes to soundtracks. Just blends so well with the sound design, wherein it comes to story moments, to gameplay moments, to even just exploring the world. One of the most notable features of Pyre is its focus on player choice, both in terms of gameplay and narrative, which I can imagine was a heavy influence in them making Hades, allowing for many choices. The game structure allowed for a variety of endings depending on how the player chooses to navigate the rites and interact with the characters. This makes Pyre a game that encourages replayability and revisiting to explore all possibility outcomes. In conclusion, Pyre is a unique, beautifully crafted game that blends action, strategy, narrative in a way that few other titles do. It's an emotional storytelling, innovative gameplay, and memorable characters make it a standout game in the role-playing genre. Thanks for watching, guys.